Here we go with the mobile trade, guys. All right, so here's the order. The orders that got filled. I got in at 9:37 and 9:41. I saw that shop was approaching key levels and having a hard time breaking below them. So I decided to start my position at around 316 when I saw it was having a hard time at that level. And I only started with one. Then it went down to the next level of 314. Uh, at that point, I said, okay, now I'm looking for it to start potentially reversing. So I was looking for it to reverse at either one of those locations. And the reason why is, again, it's history, what it's been doing lately. And even though on the daily it didn't form a reversal pattern, the markets today were already opening bullish. The ad opened at a high level. The tick opened at a high level. Pretty much everything was pushing higher. So even though I knew Shopify was going to close that gap, again, that's what it likes to do, I was expecting for it to actually reverse after attempting and or closing the gap. So what did I do? I started initiating a position. So I started off on the 1 minute chart. Okay. And I started my position here, 9:37, 9:36, 37, right here. I started my position, okay? Again, right at that key level. I'm looking for it to start potentially bouncing off of this level and reversing higher. Then my second entry was a 9:41, which was right around here. Again, where? Right around the next key level where I'm looking at. So obviously I didn't start this position off in the green, guys. I started off in the red. As you can clearly see here, it was not a green position to start with until it actually started to perform the reversal. I was pretty close to getting stopped out had it continued to go lower, but as you can see, it paid off because now it's going my way. So now as the position was going higher, now I'm starting to pay attention to things like the markets again. What are the markets doing? Let me see where the ad is. Okay, the ad opened high and hit our little red zone, but overall it's in green territory. Okay, what did I look at next? I'm like, well, what's the VIX doing? Let's take a look at the VIX. Good morning, the VIX. Let's see. Let's go to 5-minute chart. Now it's too much. All right, the VIX opened high, pushed higher, but now it pushed lower as my position reversed, and now it's pushing higher. So now this is something to pay attention to. As I'm looking at this, now the VIX is pushing higher at the same time my position is pushing higher. So now, what else did I look at? I looked at the markets, What are the markets doing? Okay, markets are still pretty flat. I'm not really doing much right now. So those are the things I was going back and forth. And then the tick obviously was pretty high, above 1,000, above 500. So those are the things I was paying attention to. So I'm like, okay, now let me go back to Shopify, see what Shopify wants to do. So now Shopify reversed off of those key levels. Now I'm watching it hit another key level, which is that 320 area. So now I'm watching it on a higher time frame, 5 to 10 minute charts, to see what it wants to do. So at this point, I like more the 10 minute because I want to see what it wants to do. I don't want to look at the 5 minute because it'll squeeze me out of a winning position. So now all I'm doing is paying attention to this chart and seeing what it's going to do. Basically, what I'm going to do is not let it bring me back into the red. So if this comes back to around $100 P&L, I'm going to take my profits and call it a day. And that's pretty much it. But other than that, I have my order set to exit at around $18.10. All right, now, while we wait for Shopify to actually do something, the one thing I'm doing, because I'm trading on the mobile phone, is I'm going to orders, right? I already have an order in. So what I'm going to do is basically go here, cancel, replace order, so I could at any moment go ahead and close this position if this thing starts to reverse on me, or if I have to take a time stop, basically because it's taking too long to keep breaking to my direction, basically in my favor. So I'm not going to be too greedy and try to hold something and then end a really good positive day in the red, or not make as much profit if this thing starts to return on me. So I'm going to be ready to close the position at any time. So I'm going to have this tab here as order, cancel, replace at any time. So when I come back to it, it's always there. So you can see that, okay? So then I have my chart up under my positions. So again, if you go to positions, you just go, show shop details. Now I want to see what shop is doing on the time frame that I want to observe it in. And for me, it's going to be the 10-minute time frame. Another time frame I'm going to reference now is going to be the 30-minute time frame. I want to see what this chart looks like. And then especially now, I'm going to start reviewing this chart more because I want to see how it closes now going into 10:30, the 10 o'clock candle. I want to see how it closes, because if it starts resetting a reversal pattern, I don't want to, like if it closes like this, like a doji formation, I don't like it, you know, and it's, you know, I'm already up. Why not take my money for the day and call it a day, right? So, you know, I'm gonna keep watching it. I'm gonna give it the time that it deserves. At this point, things start to slow down. For the most part, things, anything can happen, obviously, but you know, here it is. I'm just watching it, so I'm gonna keep an eye on both of these charts here. Okay. So the 10 minutes is going to be the primary. And then on the watch list, actually I'm watching my markets. I'm watching to see what the markets are doing. Especially watching the Dow to see if it's going to have a massive break lower, and the ad. I'm looking for momentum in the ad in either direction. The ad is starting to push lower. So I want to see if it is going to start pushing lower. Because Shopify especially likes to do what the ad does. This is going to give us a warning pretty much in advance. Usually you're going to get a good head warning from the ad if things are going to start heading lower. So right now, for example, I'm looking at 1150 is the area that it is now, so I'm paying attention to that. If it drops to 1100, then I know, okay, something's happening here. You know, the tick now just crossed below zero. Now it's below zero. It's still trending overall above zero, but now I'm paying attention to that. Still has not touched minus 500. So again, I'm paying attention to that, guys. I'm paying attention to every little detail here possible that's going to help me make the best decision possible, again, at the right edge of the chart. Okay, guys, here we go. So now we're breaking the key level once again. So we're above the 320.18 level I have here set. So now all I gotta do is be patient. You know, my position is up. I'm green, is well above my entries, obviously. So now all you can start doing is managing your position. Now you're managing a winning position. This is too easy. Now you just gotta be patient. You know, I got my limit order set. Now I'm just managing my position, and I can even move my stop up to 320.18 and take one there, and then just leave one to run. As long as it doesn't come into the red, I am good to go. There's no need to rush out of your positions. At this point, you can do the 10-30 management style. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 30-minute. Well, that stop is a little low to use the low of it, but you can use the open and or 320, which is what I would use right now. The 320 level is what I would use as my stop right now. So as you can see here, and then we go back to the 10-minute. Okay, everything's looking solid. I like the things that are happening at this time. It's 10:20, 10:30. I like the candles. I like everything, the way everything is looking. Let's take a look at the markets. The tick is again back up higher. The ad still above 1155 was the last time I looked at it. It's still above those levels, so I like what I'm seeing. Okay, so that's what I'm paying attention to, guys. You know, nice, calm, patient. I didn't get too heavy. Obviously, I'm on mobile, so I don't have the ability to see everything I see on my desktop. So I'm not gonna go crazy and go crazy heavy. You know, I'm gonna do 1, 2 max. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I could have done more, but it's just, you know, not the situation. You gotta understand the situation you're in and play accordingly. So that way, I'm not uncomfortable. You know, I'm not in a situation where I'm like, oh my God, I'm uncomfortable with what's going on, and I'm paying attention to the money more than I am the pattern and what's actually going on in the markets. So that's the way you want to go about it. You want to put yourself in a situation where you're going to be able to be calm. And before you make any rash decisions, you actually take the time to scan and actually pay attention to everything. So when the position was against me when I initially entered, you know, it's one of those situations where it's like if I would have had 5 or 10, I would have been like, oh my God, it's going against me. You know, I'm down $1,000, $1,500, and I just got into it. But because I didn't go that heavy and I'm paying attention to what's actually going on, I was able to be more patient and adjust accordingly. I'm like, okay, let me see, and let me wait for the candles to close. Let me see if I actually want to add more instead, etc. So that's what I'm looking at, guys, okay? That's what it takes. So you want to have the patience to be able to scan, but you're not going to be able to have that patience if you go too heavy, too fast, okay? So again, the position is still going our way. The next 10-minute candle is still moving higher. Let's see. So we're up 780, 770 right now. So once again, you know, now we're just monitoring. Now we're just monitoring our position. This is it. This is too easy, guys. We're managing a winning position. There's no need to rush out of anything. All right, here we go, guys. So now shop is approaching another key level. The time now is 10:40. 10-minute charts look pretty solid still, but now we have the 10:40 candle. So I'm going to be watching this one because as far as I'm concerned, Shopify has blown its load already. It went from 311 all the way to 323 and change. About to hit that 324 level. So I'm going to start looking at this level now, depending on what it does on this candle, 10:50 to 11 o'clock. I want to see if it's going to start breaking levels or if it's going to start pushing lower, because now I may want to consider taking half of my profits here and then letting the other one run for potential larger profits. So again, At the 18 level that I have my limit set, I'll make $2 grand on these two contracts, but I'm not gonna give up decent profits when we've already done the move for the day. So I'll either, depending on what this candle starts to look like, if we get a nice break with nice volume, I may keep both, but if it's still sluggish and looking like this, then I may start layering out and just take half in here. So instead of making 2,000 for the day with two contracts, I'll make 1,500 potentially, or anywhere between what I have now and a little bit higher. So it depends on where we end up. You know what I mean? But again, at this point of the day now, what are we looking at? There's no way you should end the day red. Why? Because you're already green. So don't by any means let the position come back in the red for you, because you're going to be stubborn. So now this is the time. Again, you're managing a winning position. You do want to be patient, but don't be stubborn. So now it's approaching another key level. Again, what is the average move for Shopify for a day? It's around $13, guys. So 311.61. Okay, we're already at 323. So you have to start taking that into account. Look at the time. It's a 1040 candle. Is it going to reverse from here? So that's another thing I'm looking at. So it's like if this 10-minute candle starts to push lower, back below the last 10-minute candle's low, then I may take half there. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let this thing take away all my profits for no reason, just because I want to be greedy. Because again, it already blew its load for the day. I'm already paying attention to that. So this is a solid move, guys. That's a $13 move. I took it at 314 and change and 316. I paid $865 for these. And right now they are at 1280. That's a solid move, guys. There's nothing to be ashamed of, obviously. You know what I mean? Yeah, $18 would be awesome, but there's no guarantee that it's going to make it there today, because it obviously only moves around $13 per day. So we have to take that into account as well. So now I'm just paying attention. It's a 1040 candle. Is it going to set a reversal pattern? Is it going to push higher? Is it going to engulf? What is it going to do? We don't know. Again, let's take a scan over the markets. Oh, okay. So we're still over 1200 on the ad. Okay. The markets still pretty flat, minus 18 again on the Dow. That's pretty much where it was earlier. Last time I looked at it, the E-minis and the Nasdaq are still in the green. So everything is still looking good. The VIX, let's take a look at the VIX, pushing lower, but overall still has that little upward move here. But overall, it's pretty low. It's still under 15. Not really making massive moves higher, so I'm not really expecting much from the VIX today. Not expecting it to actually break out. So, alright, so everything is looking good. So again, we're going to be patient. We're going to monitor. We're going to watch. Still at 1205 on the ad. Let's go back to my chart, 323. Alright, 12.9. So now we're at 12.9, okay? On the mid. So everything is looking good. Nothing to rush out of. So, again, let's just keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on the time. Keeping an eye on the volume, obviously. And that's pretty much it, guys. Again, guys, constantly scanning what's going on. Checking at the bid and the ask, which ones are moving which way. Is the ask moving down or is the bid moving up? Now, looking at this 30-minute chart, I'm like, oh, cool. Look at where it bounced. Straight up on that 50 MA on the 30-minute chart. And again, looking at the time, it's a 1040 candle. I want to see how this candle is going to close for the 10-minute. And I want to see what it starts building for the 30-minute. So it's like, okay, now we're looking at this 1030 candle on the 30-minute and how it's starting to form. And now at this time frame. So we have two 10-minute candles of the 30-minute candle forming. So now this starts to give me a shape of what this candle may end up being. And again, it bounced off of this 50 MA, so I'm paying attention to that. Again, going back to the markets, the ad still above 1200. Again, remember that reference point for me was 1150, 1155. So if it starts breaking below that, market still green for the Nasdaq, the E-minis, the Dow still around 1820. So so nothing good, nothing crazy now. So no crazy moves. Everything's still pretty steady. So again, I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna monitor. So that's all I'm watching right now. I'm looking at the bid. I'm looking at the ask on shop, and I'm just paying attention to see what the markets want to do from here. Again, 10:30, 10:40 time reversals. It's a key time for me. I like to pay attention to. So that's what I'm looking at now. Okay, just continuing to go through my scan, staying patient. I'm still green. So again, this could reverse a little and have a nice little push lower, and I may not make as much as I'm making now, but I'm also going to be patient with my winners, guys. I'm not going to just rush out of them just because I'm up a couple $100 and be like, oh, okay. And again, yes, you can do that. I'm never going to tell you not to take your money. But, if you don't learn to be patient with your winners, but you're always going to be patient with your losers, when you're down a couple $1,000s, these are the moments that are going to help you make up for those that you were impatient with in the past or whatever, you know. So that's pretty much what I'm doing, guys. I'm just paying attention, taking it easy, okay? One more minute left in the candle. Let me see what it wants to do, and then I'll decide what I want to do. All right, so what do we have now? It's 11 o'clock. Look at how that last 30-minute candle finished. So I was paying attention to it very closely, because if this candle, this next 30-minute candle at 11 did not immediately start ticking higher, it was going to be an issue. So again, if this candle by any means at all turns red now, I will definitely close this position, because again, where is it, when it's happening, where is it happening, all of those factors are playing a key role basically here, guys. So that's what I'm paying attention to. Paying attention to all of those little things right now, including the market. So again, taking my time. Still above 1200. The tick is still above zero. The markets are still positive. So look at the Dow now, came back. Now it's about to go green, in the green again. VIX is still what, flat slash pushing lower, still below 14. So I'm paying attention to all those little things, guys. Just running my scan, okay? So now I want to see it break this 324 area. And honestly, this is a key area. Again, it's already the load for the day. This is a really good area to start taking profits. Um, so, I'm gonna see if it wants to break it, but if it doesn't, I'm going to consider taking at least half of the position here, because this is a key area. I like to look at how it hesitated the day before. Let's go ahead and take a look in the past. Look, 324 here, it hit it, and then it bounced off of it. So let's see, how many times did I like to mess around in this area here? So let's take a look. So let's see. Oops. Let me just get rid of this. All right, so 324 there, 324 bounced higher all the way up to 334. So that'd be nice if it hit 334. I'm not expecting it to do that today, but let's see if it can make it to 327.83. At this point, I am pretty comfortable taking profits here, but I'm going to see if it can give me a little bit more. But other than that, honestly, I am pretty comfortable where we are. Let me see if it can break. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time. Again, being patient with your winners, guys. So now you can definitely follow it. Follow your stops, your 10, 30 minutes. So now my next stop, now this is a perfect time to use a 10:30 now, because it's like, okay, now we have, what do we have here, guys? We have a solid, not too far location, right? If you look at this, come on. So look at that last 30-minute candle. As you can see here, it's right beneath 322. So if you get a close in the 10-minute, anywhere below that, that's it. Take your profit. So that's pretty much what I'm looking at now. So now, instead of 320, my stop is going to be the low of the last 30-minute candle. And that would be for everything, obviously, okay, at this point. So that's what I'm looking at now. And again, I'm still going to be patient with my winners. We're at $13 now in the mid. So we're still looking pretty solid, okay? So as you guys can see here, we're still having trouble. It's still having trouble breaking above that 50 MA on the 30-minute, and as you can see, it touched that 324. Not sure that's the high for it, but as you can see, it's pretty much there, guys. So as you can see, it's pretty much there. So this is a really key area to pay attention, which is why I'm paying so much close attention. I'm still going to keep my stop at just below that 322 level right there, because I am going to be patient. At this point, I'm already making money. I'm already green. So I'm going to be patient here, and I'm just going to watch it closely. Going back to the 10-minute. So that low is what I'm looking at. If it starts to push below that level, then I'll just take profits on all, and that's it. Call it a day. It's not a big deal, guys. So I'll take it above that 320 level. So between. So again, I hit 324.35. It's a really good area to take profits, like I said before. But I like the way everything is setting up with the 10 and the 30 minutes for a potential move higher. So I am going to be patient here, and I'm going to watch it, and then I'll just get stopped out. Again, I'm already making money. So I'll probably end up making 600 and change instead of 700 or 1,000. I think it peaked at like 1,000 or something. Not a big deal, guys. Green is green, so I like what I'm seeing. So I'm just gonna be patient with my winners. Okay. All right, guys. We got 2 minutes to this candle's close. I don't like this hesitation in this area here. Again, it's at 324.35 level. Looking at the time, failure for it to break above is giving me indication that it may not be able to do it today. Once again, it already blew its load, and it may still continue. But again, we're green. there's no need to be greedy. So I'm gonna give it the 2 minutes and see if it does want to go higher. But if not, I am going to take my profits here and just take a time stop instead of actual stop. Okay, so we're at 12:20 now. Let's see. Got 1 minute left on the candle. I want to see if it ends green. If it ends red, I'm out. If it ends green, I'll give it another candle. But this is gonna be it. So let's see what it wants to do. So basically, I'm looking at all these candles, guys. I'm going through all the charts. I want to see what it wants to do from now on, because I don't want to be staring at this all day. I'm already green. Decent profit for the day. So nothing to complain about. But I'm not trying to be here all day. And looking at this 30-minute candle, it's having issues at the 50 MA. Looking at this 1 hour candles, look, it's having issues at the 200 MA, and again, that key level. So everything here is letting me know what's likely to happen next. So, all right, 11:20, it closed in the red. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my profits here for both. There you go. So filled orders, guys. So this is the result for today. All right. And we leave it at that. It's nothing much, nothing else to do, guys. Solid play. Can't complain. And that's pretty much how I do it, guys. That's it. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing crazy. Just monitoring, but I am definitely not trying to be here all day. So I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, there you go, box-in traders. That's how pretty much how it's done. Just keep doing that. Follow the rules, stick to the plan, and apply patience. Again, if you guys had the time to stick around, I definitely would have just recommended to do the 1030 management system. As you can see, it actually works. You would have been fine. And still in the position. Obviously, it broke above the 324.35. But for me, for example, I'm out and about. I don't have the time to keep watching this. It would just be more annoying because as you can see here, the moves now are a slow trickle higher. Again, they take the stairs up, the elevator down. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm okay with my profits. I'll take it. It may hit 327.83 today. If not today, tomorrow, and probably head back to that higher level of 334. If not tomorrow, within the next 2 days, guys. So again, like I said this morning in the call, and like we covered yesterday on the webinar, make sure you guys review everything we covered and just plan. You guys have access to the list. You have the PDF as soon as it's uploaded now, and you have the list that I sent out this morning. Again, plan. This is going to be a great week, guys. It's going to be a great week. And when you have your levels and everything ready to go, just execute and just let's kill it. Let's get it. This is going to be an awesome week. So once again, good luck to everyone, and I will see you guys on the next one.